For centuries, the Bible has inspired, challenged, and shaped civilizations. Its words have been translated, debated, cherished, and feared. But what lies beneath the surface of these ancient texts? Join us as we uncover the history, context, and enduring power of Scripture. This is Scriptures Unlocked.
All right, let's dive right in. Today we're going to explore something pretty fascinating. It's an ancient framework for personal growth. It's a path that's rooted in Judeo-Christian thought, and it offers this really powerful vision for who we can become. And maybe most importantly, it suggests there's an actual destination for all that work we put into ourselves. So that brings us to this huge foundational question, right? People have been asking this forever. What does it truly mean to be complete? Is it about, being successful, happy, wise? What is it? Well, the framework we're looking at today, it has a very specific answer. And here's the thing. According to this way of thinking, completeness isn't just some fuzzy, feel-good idea. Nope. It's a defined, final goal for our development. Think of it like an ultimate objective that gives all our efforts at self-improvement some real direction and purpose. And this goal, well, it's actually articulated directly by Jesus. He's the one who called it becoming complete. And it's so important to get this. This isn't just about being a good person. It's way deeper. It's about reaching this state of total wholeness, full personal and spiritual maturity. Okay, so if that's the destination, the next logical question is, how do we get there? What's the map? What are the directions? How do you even start a journey like that? The good news is, this framework actually lays out a pretty clear path. And this is absolutely crucial. The path to that goal, to completeness, it runs straight through our own character. It's not about what you acquire. It's not about the knowledge you pile up. It's all about shaping who you are on the inside. Right. So that leads us to the next super practical question. It's one thing to say, hey, go build your character. But how? How do you actually do that? What are the tools? Is there a blueprint for something like this? Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. The tool that this framework points to, it's not some modern self-help technique. It's not new age at all. Actually, the answer is probably something you'd never expect. So what is it? It's the ancient laws from the Old Testament. Yeah? You heard that right. And I get it. At first glance, that might sound, kind of strange, maybe even outdated. But stick with me, because there's a really clear logic to this. See, the connection comes right back to Jesus. He's the one who validated these laws. But, and this is a huge but, not as some rigid set of rules you have to follow blindly. He saw them as this deep well of timeless wisdom that actually reflects the very character of God. So they're more like a guide, a way to understand how to live a better way. So, if these laws are a guide, then what's the destination they're pointing to? What's the core principle, the big idea they're all trying to teach? What's the one foundational concept that ties all of this wisdom together? And that core concept is summed up in one powerful word: righteousness. Now I know, that word can carry a lot of baggage today, can sound kind of self-righteous, right? But in its original context, it has a very specific and actually really profound meaning. And here it is. This is basically the key that unlocks this entire idea. Righteousness just means living in a right relationship. That's it. It's about being in a healthy, proper relationship, first, with God, that's the vertical piece, and second, with all the people around you, the horizontal piece. So it's about harmony and integrity in every direction of your life. And this is exactly what the source material says. The Israelites were taught to live this way from the laws God gave them. So the laws weren't just random rules. They were like a practical instruction manual for how to achieve this state of right relationship, this righteousness. Okay, so we've kind of gone on a journey here, right? From this huge high-level goal all the way down to a core foundational principle. So now let's put it all together. Let's retrace our steps and look at the entire path from start to finish. When you lay it all out, it's basically a 4-step path. First, you start with the idea of righteousness, understanding what it means to live in right relationship. Second, you use the ancient law as your guide, studying its wisdom to learn how to do that. Third, you take those lessons and actively apply them to build your character. And fourth, that whole process, that's the journey. That's how you work toward what Jesus called completeness. It's a really clear, logical progression when you see it all together. So let's end on a question to think about. When you look at this whole framework, this idea that right relationship is the foundation for character and that building character is the path to wholeness, how could this ancient path actually apply to our lives today? What would that look like for you right now?
Scriptures Unlocked is hosted by Elias Monroe and Rachel Sinclair, produced by David Brown. Original music by Alina Cross. If you enjoyed this content and would like to hear more, be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and turn on notifications by clicking on the bell icon so you do not miss out on future episodes. Copyright 2025